What if we could take the probable cause affidavit in the Idaho 4 case and visualize what would have happened or could have happened on the morning of November 13th? I have a video that does just that. I'd love to share it with you. Hi everyone, Empowering True Crime, Alex here. And I don't know if you're like me, I've been reading documents for most of my life, but I am much more of an experiential person. I like to hear things, I like to see things, and I like to put it all together, right? And so Gray Hughes, if you don't know who he is, he's an excellent creator. He is very methodical, uses a lot of details. He was the one in the Kylie Rodney case who helped put a filter on top of the fire cam footage so that we could visualize the car of Kylie Rodney going into the water. And he does a really good job with coming up with some of these visualizations, some of these models, if you will, for what could have happened in the Idaho 4 case. So I found he put something out yesterday. It was excellent. And it really helped me to be able, because I read the probable cause and they kept on talking about these loops with the car. And I had no, I can't visualize that. This you can visualize, you can see it, and it was amazing. So I'm going to show you a quick clip on that, and then I'm going to place a link so that you can go to his video and watch the entire thing. Before we do that, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, appreciate if you join the Empowering family. Let's be the empowering voices for missing persons, victims, survivors, and those who don't have a voice. All right, so let's dive in and watch together. Okay, so this is Gray Hughes' channel, just that you can see it, and it's actually the first video here. If you look at it today, might be the first video that you see as well.
This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning.
Okay, so I'm just going to fast forward to a couple of scenes that I want you to see.
I will also show in the video what I think is happening in the surveillance footage and how it relates to the probable cause document. So let's get started on that right now.
One other thing I wanted to mention, I've been seeing this footage floating around, and I saw there was a lot of questions and doubts, and is this even real, and is that the white Elantra, and all that stuff. And something made me hold back on sharing it, and now I know why. Because Gray Hughes is so eloquent and just makes it all fit together, and it makes so much more sense now. Before, everyone was just showing the white Elantra or the vehicle at 4:07 and another one at 4:20, like the beginning and at the end. And this just makes so much more sense. So when you watch it and you see, I'm just going to show a couple of clips, like just a couple minutes here, but when you watch the entire thing, it makes so much sense. So let's continue watching.
So I will be putting probable cause statements over the video as it plays. You can see right now it says the vehicle was seen on Indian Hills Drive at 3:26 a.m., the white Elantra, and it was also observed around the same time that it was missing its front license plate. We don't really know how fast somebody's going to be driving. He might have been driving a little bit slower to avoid being pulled over, like he seems to have been pulled over so many times. And if you look right back here, it's 3:30, and about 50 seconds is when it got back there, past number 1.
Wow.
I believe this is the white Elantra right here. And as you can see, he turns right and goes around. There's actually a way to loop around, and this is what it looks like. You can go through and make it back out, and this is on the map. You can see where the car would go. And I think he probably, each time he looped around, he either pulled into the parking spot where those other 2 cars are down there, or he just waited right there and he was surveilling the house, maybe sitting there for 2 or 3 minutes each time. Then he drives away. And that was loop number 1. He's now in the process of starting loop number 2.
Okay, so do you see how fascinating this is? You can actually sync up the probable cause affidavit with this little visualization here, this recreation, plus the footage from the Linda Lane apartments, and put it all together, and it just makes so much more sense. I'm going to fast forward to the last loop, and so we can watch that part together.
Now, the probable cause says he returns to the area at 4:04, not necessarily when his car was turning around. So I think there's cameras right around here where it shows him coming into the area at 4:04, and then he's going to turn on King Road. This one, again, there it says it right there, entering the area a fourth time at approximately 4:04 a.m. So as it turns, it comes down. It's on Queen Road. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping and turning around in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52. Now watch. You see this happening. It literally matches the probable cause document perfectly. It comes in here. It doesn't continue around like it normally does. It pulls forward. You can see the white Elantra right there. It stops and sits there for 10 seconds. And I have the real time here. It's not sped up or anything. And he backs up and exits the area. And it says it can be seen driving eastbound on King Road, stopping and turning around, just like we just saw. And then it heads west. And right in this area, suspect vehicle 1 is in front of King Road residence. It appears it tries to turn around, stop, or park, but it isn't able to. Then it goes forward, and it goes to the intersection of Queen and King Road and does a 3-point turn. And then it heads back eastbound again. Now watch how amazing this is. Perfectly timed up with about how long it would take. I'm speeding up the time here a little bit because I don't know how slow the car was actually driving. It looks like it's actually moving pretty quickly. So as you can see, when it comes back here, I still have the time synced up on the bigger clock. And it's probably around, I would say, 4:08, close. I mean, it's close to 4:08, but 4:07:50, it sits there.
Wow. You guys, amazing. So I'm going to put the link to the entire video. It shows the 4 loops. So you see it, you visualize it. It makes so much more sense. And it really, it allows you to really experience what they're talking about in the probable cause affidavit, right? You know, these legal documents sometimes are so challenging sometimes. And so for you to be able to picture or to visualize what's actually happening. So he's done a really, really great job of creating all of these different recreations and models, and just helps to visualize it so much better. So definitely go over there, watch the video, give it a like, subscribe to his channel. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. And if you learned something, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, let's be the empowering voices to help missing persons, victims, survivors, and others who can no longer speak for themselves. And we'll just do a moment of silence here for Xana, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay thriving, always follow your intuition, and make sure to keep it empowering. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you.